Hello one and all, I am Pal of Games, and today I am playing Hunders. There's a bit of a variation with them, and we'll get onto that later. This was a really cool game. I was versing an opponent who used quite an interesting deck which I haven't seen yet. He said he was testing it, so bear out in mind as mine build is. It's not a full version yet, I'm sort of still tinkering with it, and I've made changes since this game, but let's get on with it. So the opponent here goes for quite an interesting play, 2 face downs and Pumprincess. I feel he could have gone into defence there and probably saved himself some problems. Maxi, clever plan there to try and... I feel once I've committed to that play I'll have to make it regardless, so I do. I don't know if this is viable, but I think it's a very interesting idea, definitely. So off of the back of that I go into Mahunda to go into Violon Prism, and he misclicks there just to let you know what happens there, which is fair enough, it happens. I go into Silent Hunders Arknight, which is a very interesting card and it's what the deck's based around. This game shows it off quite well, in fact, what the deck's all about. So Zenmain is going to be able to protect me while I build up them plays, and Pumprincess is basically going to keep weakening my monsters. It's kind of a very interesting card indeed. I don't know if it's very viable, but it's definitely a cool card. He manages to pull off quite a good counter there to everything I have to throw at him. Now at this point he's just going to keep weakening, and he's going to throw everything he's got at me now that he can, and be able to take out Zenmains quite safely. And it is not a lot to show for it. I mean, I've got a Prism, a Sisunda potentially, but he's going to be able to get quite a bit off this, so he draws into another card thanks to Digusto, so he's keeping himself quite affluent with cards. I've got upstarts in here mainly, well, the only reason you run them is to increase the consistency of the deck. He stops this under here, which is a real pain for me because I was really hoping on that. You could potentially say that Royal Decree was a misplay here, and since then I've took the Gauze out because I felt it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. So he's able to hit me quite heavily here, and I am forced at this point in the game to just set the Prism, because obviously, you know, he could potentially summon another thing and just take me out. Now I'm able to put Decree to real good use here. It basically stops the art of Shadow Sealing from working, and therefore, you know, he doesn't get to control my monster. You know, he's going to find it a bit tricky to get around that. He's going to once again return his monsters to draw one, making himself be really efficient in that respect. So I'm really hoping on a good draw here, and it definitely is. It's basically going to win me the game. That one card, Recycling Batteries, is going to really help bring me back into this game, and you'll see how, because Mahunda is going to be able to bring out Sisunda. Now Sisunda, while it can bring out that to next turn, that's not what I care about. The fact that I'm going to be able to use Numeron Force to go into this card, which is the big play here. Now I just want to pause there to tell you how this card works. Once per turn I can target one special summon monster and attach it as an XYZ material. And then afterwards, if this card is ever destroyed, I gain life points equal to its attack, and it comes back. So that's quite over the top in terms of power. That's why I've tried to make a deck around it, and I felt Hunders would be able to manipulate it quite well because of that Recycling Batteries. It's just such a powerful card. So here, you know, I'm going to go in for the kill. I decided it's perfect timing. I do overextend it. I mean, I didn't need the Blacklist, but I thought, yeah, he might have a D prison, so that would actually take me out. But I don't really mind him mirror forcing, because like I said, I'm going to just game back here like crazy. So that shows how overpowered it is. It's definitely a great card to have. And it's going to leave him in a tough spot here to get out of. Now I decided Silent Hunter might as well, you know, get my Hunter back ready for another heavy play next turn if it weren't bad enough, as well as deal a bit of damage. Now, like I say, I mean, I hope, you know, we said we'd have a rematch when he sort of come up with his best version, as well as me. I mean, I'm still working on this deck, and because I really want to see what this deck has potential to do, because I like to see interesting decks, what, you know, just a bit different. Now, I think at this point it's pretty obvious to see that it's game, unfortunately. But, you know, it was a very interesting duel, and it definitely portrayed what I wanted from the Silent Hunders deck. If you have liked, I'd like if you could leave a like and a private message. It's probably better now that the YouTube system with Google Plus is a bit weird. I'm happy to reply to you if you just PM me, it's easier. And yeah, thanks for watching everyone, and goodbye.